So I've not quit, as YouTube may lead you to believe, as I have not uploaded anything in a while. Point being is there's not a whole lot for me to say right now. Things have not been great. They have not been getting any better. But I wanted to do a quick check-in with you and let you know how things are going for me right now, what is actually selling, and kind of what my plan is moving forward. So if you follow my channel, you know we're going to be looking at numbers to make these decisions. And then I will be sharing my top sales from the last 30 days. As you're going to see, it's not anything extreme. It's kind of just where life is right now. So as you know, this is a Sarah Styles Sales and Trends Dashboard. If you follow my channel, it's a Google spreadsheet. You can purchase it down below. There's a coupon code so you can have access to these numbers and many other charts that I'm not necessarily showing today. So what we're going to look at is my performance. This is my gross sales, so that top number including shipping and fees, all that good stuff for the past 28 days compared to the 28 days prior to that. So I am filming this on September 11th, which September 11th, take a moment for that. I'm filming this on September 11th. You can see my sales are horrendous. I'm laughing only so that I don't cry on camera for you guys. This is awful. You can also see, we're looking from last November through September. You can definitely see, or even up here, the downward trend all year. If you follow me, you know this is no news to you. I'm thinking of a couple of videos ago I did, start thinking about exit strategies. And honestly, friends, I am thinking about an exit strategy, which is part of why you haven't seen me on YouTube as much. I am subbing at my kids' school a little bit more. Now, it does not pay what it did when reselling was in the height of reselling, when I was selling, let's look at the chart. When I was up in this range, it does not pay that. However, it's almost comparable to down here, and then it does come with, like, they put into my 401k, or it's not 401k for them, but they put into retirement, and it's just less stress. I go, I do it, I come home, I don't have to worry about the bad sales. So it is a nice supplemental. However, that's part of the reason you're not seeing me on YouTube as much as I am doing that as a supplemental, and then keeping up just with my listings and listing as much as I normally am. You can say that that's not doing anything because I'm not selling. We scroll down here, you can see we're looking at September. I wanted to look at August because it's a full month so you guys can see what's happening. So Reseller Nirvana, if you follow Chris at Daily Refinement, you know Reseller Nirvana is selling as many items as you're listing. I really always try to be at Reseller Nirvana. You can see I'm not even remotely close to Reseller Nirvana, which means I am listing way more items than I am selling right now. At the end of the day, for your cash flow, what does that mean? That means that I am buying inventory that is not selling. Let that sink in. You are spending money and not making money off of it, right? And this is where I'm talking. Yes, I am still making sales, but I need to come up with new strategies. One of it, honestly, is supplementing by resell or by subbing. For me, that's a nice, easy thing that I can supplement a couple days a week. Very flexible, still be able to do this on the side and be with my kids. So I'm fortunate to have that, but I am honestly lowering how much I am buying and how much I am listing moving forward, because this long term is not sustainable. Depending on what you're paying for cost of goods, the lower your cost of goods, the longer you can sustain this because you're not spending as much. The higher your cost of goods, the less you can sustain it. You can see my average cost of goods is about $5 an item. I'm not working to hoard items. I'm working to make money and to sell these items, right? And so if I'm selling, this is almost double. It's basically double I am buying than I am selling. This should be at Reseller Nirvana. Something is going on. I have lots of ideas of what it is. I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts are. I'll share with you what I think it is. We've seen this over the course of the year, and I've done a lot of videos on it, so I'm just going to touch on it quickly. Some of it's live selling. I'm not even going to lie. We're going to get into Poshmark. I'll share it with you now, actually. Poshmark sales in the gutter. Absolute gutter trash. This has been my trend all year. eBay is about the same, but you can see I am this is horrendous. Last year I did $1,700. This year in August I did $650. So I think some of that is live selling on Poshmark. I think on Poshmark some of it also is they got bought out in January, end of the year, new company comes in. I am positive with any buyout, they're doing things. They're doing things in the background. They're changing things. They're fixing things. They're implementing new things that they're not telling us about, and that's impacting my sales. I also wouldn't be, and let me know how your guys' sales on Poshmark are if you don't do live sales. I wouldn't be surprised last year, if you guys recall, they did some A/B testing and there was an A group and there was a B group, and A sales were fine and B sales were down. So I'm wondering if they're doing something similar to that this year, where I'm in this B group and my sales are being significantly impacted. So Poshmark absolutely, for one, is a reason that my sales are going down. eBay, as you saw, is about the same. However, if we come over and look at this chart, you can see my profit per item at the end of the day is taking a big hit. And that's because this right here, this gray box, my average fees has gone up. I'm paying in promoted listings. I'm paying to make the same amount of sales, and it's coming out of my bottom line. Why am I paying? A couple of reasons. Saturation. I did a video a couple weeks ago. I'll link it up here, walking you through Tara Peak and how to look at categories that you're in. But and I'm going to misquote the numbers a little bit, but you'll get the basic gist of it. On eBay, last year, there was like 1.9 million tops listed. This year, there's 4.9 million tops. It was a 400 increase in listings, which means that there is way, way more competition. And for me to stay competitive in this marketplace, I have to get my items seen. If they're not seen, they're not getting purchased, which means that I'm paying a lot more in promoted listings. Again, friends, this is not sustainable. That can't be seen. This is not sustainable. This is my fees after shipping, cost of goods. Fees, shipping, and cost of goods. This does not include my expenses. I have a virtual assistant. This does not include shipping supplies. You know, at the end of the day, if you're only making a couple bucks an item and you're only selling half the items that you are, and I'm saying this to me, like, get it together, Sarah, which is why I'm subbing, friends, right? Because at the end of the day, if you are buying way more than you're selling, right, this is not sustainable long term. Do not set up a model like mine right now. It's not great. I'm staying in it because I have processes in place. I'm staying in it because I'm hoping that it's going to pick back up and I can see what's going on. But this is one of the main reasons that I am cutting expenses, is that is the only way for me to continue to sell items. I have to pay these fees. I did a video, and I'll link it up here, on what happens because I did get rid of promoted listings. I was looking at this information and I was like, I'm done with promoted listings. They're taking all my money. I stopped it. It was not great. I'll link the video up above that I did on it, but it was not great. And I'm going to have to make that money up somewhere else. And right now for me, that's in expenses. That's in cost of goods, buying less and finding ways to cut my expenses elsewise. So that's kind of where we're sitting at for the month. I think that's all that I wanted to share with you right now. I can show you, let's look at my categories that are selling, the top categories that are selling, and then we can go ahead and look at the items that are actually selling for me right now. You'll see that it's nothing spectacular. Third reason, sorry friends, I'm kind of all over the place. I haven't done a video in a minute. Third reason that I think things are going down. So Poshmark is trash. The oversaturation in the marketplace, and then also the economy, right? The economy is not great right now. And then you have, I'm filming this in September. The student loans are coming back. People have to start paying them in October, right? That's a lot of money for a lot of people right now. Not only is inflation going up, things are starting to cost more. Now, a huge bill for most people that have student loan debt, which is a large percentage of the people that are driving into the economy, right? You're talking you guys my age group, right? With the young kids, buying houses, going on vacations. This is the main, we're not the retirement, not the younger kids that have no money to spend. My age group are the people who have huge student loan debts, and that's about to be coming up on top of them having an increase. Our groceries have gone up astronomical. Gas is actually coming back down, but lots of things are getting more expensive as people are having to pay student loans. So honestly, I don't think that this is getting better anytime soon. Full disclosure, I hate making those videos that are like that, so I want to share with you what I am actually doing. I am staying in it. I'm subbing as supplemental income and kind of just floating by, trying to cut my expenses as much as I can. So let's go ahead and look at my top categories for the month of August. I'm looking at August just because it's a full month of data. I'm filming this, mid-September. So if you're new to this channel, new to this chart, we're looking at our sell-through. Our sell-through is how many items sell out of how many are for sale. This is the best metrics to look at when you're trying to decide how well anything's performing, whether it's your whole store, whether it's a category, whether it's a brand, whatever it is. It's telling you on a percentage, it's giving you a rate for how things are selling. If you do it just based off of quantity, you would come down here like for dresses and say, oh my God, my dresses are crushing it. I'm selling so many dresses, because on a quantity game, I did sell a lot of dresses. However, if you look at the dresses bubble, it's big. That means I just have a lot of dresses. So if I looked at just the quantity and I was like, oh, I'm crushing it in dresses, I'm going to go buy more dresses, may not be the best idea because you're selling a lot simply because you have a lot, right? So that's where we get a rate to it. It's a 6.3% rate. Friends, I used to be, the good old days. My sell-through rate was like 15%, and it's just slowly going, not slowly, all year, it's been going down to 6%. Right? So these are my top categories here. Top sell-through rates. So these are selling, but they're usually selling at a lower rate or lower price. My profit is on the bottom. Intimates 11%. Profit is 16%. Rompers, my sell-through rate is 11%. My profit is only $17 though. Shorts 9%. Profit is 15%. You can see dresses are actually doing okay. I would venture to say this is going to tailor off simply just because it's not dress season anymore. 6%, but my profit is higher at 28%. I had one outlier up here, a skirt suit that these are selling. I'd have to look and see what those were, but my skirt suits are selling at a higher profit up here. Accessories and then shoes are 2%, jeans are 3%. Friends, this is like, it's rough out there. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's look at some of my top items that are selling for the time period for the last 30 days. I pulled from Poshmark and eBay. I want you to look at my average sale price first and see my average sale price is $28. We're not seeing anything outrageous here, to be honest, friends. Poshmark is a little bit higher, but also remember, we can look over here, my inventory. Remember a couple months ago, I took everything off of Poshmark and I only have anything over, I think it was like $45 or $50. I'm keeping my high price items up there. I'll link the video up here on why I did that. So you can see that my average sale price on Poshmark is a little bit higher simply because I only have higher availability on there, but it's still not translating to a large amount of money at the end of the day because I'm not getting a lot of sales. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're looking at $33 Morgan & Co. sleeveless dress. Like I said, dresses are up there, but $33, friends, we're not talking high price dollars. I went through and was like, let's pull my highest price sales, and you're looking at them right now. $30 right now is my high price sale. And it's not because I don't have high price items available. I have items that go over, I think probably 10, 15, 20% of my inventory is over $100. Over $50 is about, well, I have 900 listings on eBay out of 2,600, right? So a third of my inventory is over $50. It's not necessarily that it's not selling or that I don't have it available. It's just that people aren't buying it, as well as the offers that I'm getting, right? So this was listed for $40, a $33. These offers actually aren't horrible. Some are a lot worse, but this was listed at $46. This actually, I think I sold for $20. Not gonna even lie. I'm taking everything right now. If I don't take $20, I'm not getting a sale. And I've spent money on this. I want to make money instead of just hoarding it, right? Especially if I'm slowly on my exit plan. And stay tuned, I'm not completely quitting yet. I'm still hanging on there. But if I do quit, it's sometime next year or whatever, I don't want a bunch of inventory. I'd rather make something as opposed to nothing. Things are not looking hopeful and getting any better, at least in my perspective. Anthro, $28. So you're seeing dresses are selling. They're selling for about $30. You can see Free People here. So $34. That's a higher-ish price sale. Free People, Anthro, if you guys are a women's fashion seller, you know that Free People and Anthro used to fly like hotcakes and sell for a lot higher than this. So it is still selling. It's just not selling at, let's take a look. It's just not selling at the rate or the price that it used to. So Free People here, we're looking, that's lucky. Sorry, I'm trying to get to Free People, or what was the other one I was saying? Anthro. Anthro's not even on here as these are my top 20 gross revenue, so I didn't even sell enough Anthro to make it into that list, and Free People I think is going to be under this Madewell one. There we go. So my average sale price of $29, a sell-through rate of 6%. It's not great. It's not terrible. 6% is still, if we take a look at my sell-through rate for the month was 5%, so it's still selling better than my normal, but like I said, I used to be at like a 15% sell-through rate, and now I'm at a 5% sell-through rate. Zara, this is an extra large, which is why I think it sold for as high and sold as well. This totally reminds me of the 90s as well. I'm pretty sure I had a dress list just like that in the 90s. Bebe, this is new with tags. What's interesting about this is it sold on eBay, got returned for fit, I think, and then it sold on a Poshmark. Spider, no, there's a spider jacket. Winter's coming. I anticipate jackets to be selling again. I have kept Nike on Poshmark because it is one of my better sellers on Poshmark. However, it's not selling, friends. It's not selling what it used to. I mean, this is just a regular running active shirt, but you know, 2 years ago, $20 probably at least. And then Misguided, this is new with tags, sold for $51. So nothing selling great. I'm still having some things selling, and I'm working on some strategies to figure out how to keep that bottom line coming in while supplementing doing other things. Let me know how things are going for you. If you like this video, YouTube thinks you'd also like this video. I'll link a playlist down here of how to make money reselling, and then make sure to hit that subscribe button to follow my journey and see how things are turning out or new strategies that I am trying.